And today I want to talk about how I learned English to a fluent level. And I want to share basically my experience so you can copy me and implement that in your day. And it's going to help anyone, bro. I believe that everybody can become fluent in English, no matter like who you are, where you're from, what you've been doing. And like, cause I'm going to be honest, I am a full-time student college. I'm in Russia. It's my dormitory. I learned English just by myself in a 2 years. Started like 2.5 years ago, realistically, and no exaggerations. Just having my phone, later have a laptop, just having access to an internet. That's enough. Having YouTube, that's enough to become fluent in English. And you don't necessarily need to get a courses, to get a tutors. And I believe that with the right approach, with a good strategy, anyone can do it. Like you, your neighbor, you cat, you turtle, bro. Everybody can become fluent in English, bro. And the first thing first, first thing first. Well, now we're gonna have four main like aspects of learning, four main steps. First of all, we're gonna start with the foundation of the whole process. What's the foundation? Like, we got many theories. What's the most important? And today I wanna claim that I thought it over actually. I thought it over. What's the most important for learning, especially in the beginning? And I wanna claim that this is vocabulary, building right vocabulary. Because let me explain. Maybe you think like speaking, listening, all this stuff, but I believe vocabulary is the foundation. Because if you don't know English words, you can't speak. Basically, simple as that. If you don't know grammar rules, imagine you don't know grammar at all, but at least you can express yourself at some point. For example, uh, tomorrow I go school. Tomorrow I go school. You probably understand what I'm saying, right? You probably get it. However, without vocabulary, it wouldn't even be possible to say that phrase. And yeah, I get it that is the most boring part of vocabulary because we all used to be doing like vocabulary lists at school, like tables trying to memorize translations from English, from your native to English, from Russian to English, and it was just awful. It was boring, bro. Like realistically, it was awful. But with the right approach, we can make vocabulary to be fun, to be quick, actually not to take much time, and to be effective way of studying, to actually help us to make progress. And my approach is learning by flashcards. You have to get flashcard app, download on your phone. Flashcards is the best way to memorize any type of information, including learning English words. So that's why you can get any app. Like me personally, I've been using Rewards. It's a Russian app, as far as I know. Maybe I'm mistaken, I don't know. But we got many apps right now, like Anki, I guess the most popular, also Quizlet, that's fantastic. So anything you prefer, I prefer Rewards, and just download it, always have it in your phone, no matter where you are, you're gonna practice vocabulary. Because flashcards actually give us an access to, first of all, we can add our personal words and the whole sentences, expressions into this app and learn. Because I watch a lot of like movies, TV shows, YouTube in English. I read books in English, and sometimes when I see something for the first time, I don't know the meaning. I just can Google it. I get the definition because it's actually better to learn by definitions, not by translations. Like, yeah, in the beginning, maybe it's all right to learn translations. But then when you B2, when you B1, B2 level, it's better to learn by definitions from English to English. So I get the definition, I paste it into my app, and then I learn my own words. That's so simple and that's so flexible system actually. All right, bro, the second step, let's move on a little bit about flooding our life with English even more. How we can incorporate English into our daily life even more than only vocabulary flashcards. First of all, get your phone again and switch it in English. First step, switch as more as possible in English. Laptop, the news you consume, the content you consume, TV shows you watch. Find friends online. We can like find so easily nowadays. We got many apps. I know Hello Talk, Tandem, you can just text people there, random people from any country you want, and talk to them in English and chat them. Just how you doing? Like, ask about the culture, about the day, about a certain English phrase or grammar rule. So that's really easy nowadays to incorporate English into life because we have online English. We can make our online life completely to be in English. I mean, watch YouTube only in English. Try to do that because currently it's so easy to replace the content, for example, Russian content, by English content because English is like the best online environment. It's the best bloggers, the most famous streamers, actors, musicians, all the best like online this industry is in English. It's American industry. You don't need to even buy Netflix. You don't need to pay for Netflix. Just play any websites where we can find for free. Look movie, Tubi TV, in original, three my favorite websites. You can go there and try that if you don't have the website for watching movies in English. Pay attention, it's also not about studying. It's just how to transform your life, how to make your life, your daily routine to be English learning wise focused because traditional classes, traditional grammar rules, it's all good, it's all necessary. I guess grammar is necessary, but all your life, what you spend, like besides simple blind studying, has a great impact on your English. And if you spend days, weeks, months watching contents every single day, eventually you will skyrocket your level significantly that you will become fluent without even trying so hard. That's my point, but that's how I became fluent. I'm not gonna lie. I just immersed myself in English as much as possible because it's so easy. I'm gonna say it again. It's so easy to replace content, to replace your favorite bloggers. I don't know, Portuguese bloggers or Vietnamese bloggers. Find the same topic but in English about business, about sport, travel, and such a great variety of content nowadays. Besides content, you can also start writing in English, start doing Google searches in English. That's my habit. I search only in English in Google. I don't search in Russian. Also, you can make like to-do list every day in English, maybe a shopping list in English. You want to buy some groceries, write it down in English, the names of groceries you want to buy. And guess what? You're not gonna know several words. I guarantee, like, it's so easy to find something that you don't know if you always trying to think in English, to write in English, your basic daily life, daily routine, because English learners mostly lack of simple daily vocabulary, even though we might know complicated at first sight, like C1, C2 level English, like with vocabulary, high vocabulary. But when it comes to simple talking, you might get kind of lost. The next step is kind of about studying, and this is the most complicated and aspect everybody struggle a lot. Speaking, bro. Speaking, yeah. I used to have many problems with speaking. And the wrong mindset, first of all. The wrong mindset that many people have when you think you're not ready to speak, when you don't know grammar rules, when you don't know some vocabulary, and you just pacing yourself that I want to start later. Like, give me some months. Give me some months. I want to become better at grammar, and then I will speak. I promise myself, yeah, I will start speaking. And but you're gonna be afraid anyways, and it's not correct at all because I was procrastinating speaking for a year. I was just focusing on grammar and on watching content, just absorbing, trying to prepare myself. And I thought one day I wanna buy some course, speaking course, and in 1 month I wanna become fluent just so easily because it's gonna be magic. No, it's not gonna be any magic. And don't buy any courses in English. Only thing I can recommend you to purchase is online tutor, your personal tutor, native speaker, because I did it by myself. I was having online tutor from California, and it was relatively cheap. It's pretty affordable to get tutor and to talk to him. It's your personal desire, your personal schedule. You do by your own like. So that's the first way how to improve speaking. Get online tutor, and especially native speaker, bro. Because when you've been in extremely hard conditions, when you first of all speak in English, 1 hour session of speaking, and that man is from America. He doesn't speak your native language. My tutor didn't speak Russian. And the first time I was talking to him, I just realized, okay, Andrew, right now you don't have a chance to speak Russian at all. Because even if I will, he's not gonna understand anything. Kind of extreme conditions, but that's actually when the real progress will be made. When you understand you don't have a chance not to speak English, you will start speaking English. You will overcome yourself. You will try to express yourself in any way. Making mistakes, you will not think about grammar at all because you've been in a stress. You don't have time to think about grammar. Just you will say what you feel. It's just completely improvisation. But it wasn't the biggest part of my speaking English practice. The biggest part, the thing I focused most for, it was speaking, like talking to camera, like this, how I'm talking right now. But when I had A2 level, I used to get like IELTS speaking questions. I got IELTS speaking questions, later TOEFL speaking questions, because we got many topics from there, daily themes, and I was speaking like this 100 days in a row. I got all 100 videos on my YouTube channel, like a playlist, how from the first day till the day number 100. I was speaking like that, and it's the best way to practice, I guess, by yourself, literally 10 minutes a day, because after speaking, you have like your own feedback. You can rewatch as many times as you need to rewatch your own video and understand your mistakes. Maybe you use some filler words, you repeat some words constantly. It's gonna be kind of awkward, definitely. All speaking is gonna be awkward, but it's necessary to overcome yourself. And the next step is also you can try vlogging. Just vlog your day, vlog maybe 10 minutes of your daily routine in the morning, when you first of all, like, you're waking up and you're thinking in English and you're speaking to yourself. You're describing everything you see by trying to vlog, if you wish, like if you will, bro. 100 days, try to do that. Maybe first 20 days you're not gonna see much progress, but then imagine yourself after 2 months speaking every day. In a day 60, 70, 80, there's gonna be a new version of you, of your English personality. You're gonna be first of all more confident. It's mostly about confidence, becoming fluent, because you might not know the meaning of many words, but when you're confident, you will replace them, not making pauses, not stuttering, just replacing and explain in simpler words that you might use. And the last aspect what I want to mention today, bro, is combining active and passive learning. Yeah, I didn't mention actually two my main, not my main, just one of my main strategies, how I became fluent: reading books plus speaking. How we can connect reading and speaking. Just you need to get real book and audio book at the same time and connects, because reading by itself, it's a passive learning. You just read, English goes in your brain, in your head, it's just walking somewhere there inside your mind, and it's not coming out of your mouth. But when you have an audiobook at the same time, you will practice speaking. You will just repeat everything after the native speaker. You will repeat the correct pronunciation of words, the right intonation. You will get the flow of speaking, and it's kind of active learning. And the second way how you can connect active with the passive is watching movies, watching TV shows, and also doing shadowing. When you repeat everything after a native speaker, it doesn't require much efforts to shadow. because you basically need to just repeat. It's not necessarily to understand 100%, because it's more about getting a flow of speaking, just training your muscles to speak new language. Sometimes people say that you need to go along with the rule like 80-20, when you have 80% of your time practicing active, like output skills, and 20 practicing your input skills. I mean, input into yourself, yeah. But I don't quite believe that. I think you need to practice your outputs as much as possible, speak as much as possible, as much as you can, as much as you want, right? And at the same time, inputs as much as possible. There is no rule 80-20, like 50-50. I don't know, as much as possible. For example, if I have like 100 minutes, and if we will go along with this rule, I speak 80 minutes and I watch movie 20 minutes. But if I have more free time, it's better that I will watch the movie for 3 hours and then speak for 80 minutes. It's not 80-20 anymore. It's like, I don't know how much. Let's calculate that. But anyway, I think it's better just watch movies as much as you can. As much as you can. Speak as much as you can. That's it. That's no secret formula at all. Like, it's all about going crazy over something. And when you're going crazy over learning English, you will have a free time. You will find all resources. Okay, I hope you're having a great day. So see you though, guys. See you. Yeah, bye bye. Love you all.